Hi, another movie collection video. I've been ploughing through the 80s, choosing my top 10 for each year to just get the juices flowing for you. And I'm now at 1986. So before we get on to my top 10, just a quick word on those that just fell short. They included Paris Who Got Married, Francis Ford Coppola movie, and this movie was also rewarded, it has to be said, with an acting nomination for Kathleen Turner. Crimes of the Heart missed the boat as well, and that had 3 nominations. We're talking about Oscar here. Actress for Sissy Spacek, and supporting actress as well, and adapted screenplay. Another one that didn't make it was Heartburn, Mike Nichols, starring Streep and Nicholson. Absolute Beginners, I like that movie with David Bowie. Clockwise, a comedy with Cleese, and The Fly, David Cronenberg's spooky horror. And just to round this off, Crimes of the Heart, I think I mentioned that one. 9.5 Weeks, a steamy sex movie with Mickey Rourke and Kim Basinger, and Alan Bleasdale's No Surrender. And also just a final mention to The Morning After, which is a Sidney Lumet movie with the excellent Jane Fonda and Jeff Bridges. So that gives you a sort of idea of what happened with that, and I'm trying to desperately get my picture back. So let's move on now to the top 10. And number 10, It's Power, another Sidney Lumet film. I really like this one. It's about an election campaign being headed by one Richard Gere. It also stars Julie Christie. Of course, corruption abounds, and it's a good sort of insight into how elections are carried out, particularly in Latin America. 9 is The Mosquito Coast. This is Peter Weir, and it stars Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren and Joaquin Phoenix. I really like this movie. The family move away from urban city America to live in Nicaragua in the forest, and Harrison Ford's character is a bit wacky, to be perfectly honest, and you get a good insight into his craziness living with his family. Next up is Mona Lisa. This is a British film. It's directed by Neil Jordan. It stars Bob Hoskins in the title lead role. Michael Caine is a gang boss of Hoskins, and Kathy Tyson plays a high-class hooker. It's basically about the underworld in London, and Hoskins, straight out of prison, takes a job as a driver for this high-class whore, and things turn ugly. Bob Hoskins received a nomination for Best Actor for this performance, well deserved. Up to 7 is Blue Velvet, the spooky horror sex movie, creepy movie, directed by David Lynch and starring Dennis Hopper, Carl McLachlan and Laura Dern. This really is an eerie one, and the director got a nomination for this movie. Well worth a look. My 6th favourite movie didn't win any awards, but it's called True Stories, and it's directed and starred David Byrne. The title is the same title as an album that Talking Heads released, but David Byrne adapted it for the screen with actors playing the part of musicians in a small kooky type town in Texas, and the soundtrack, of course, it also includes members of the Talking Heads. It's a great little movie and I like it. To number 5 then. Number 5 is Top Gun, and we all know about Top Gun. It's a terrific movie starring Tom Cruise, Val Kilmer, and Kelly McGillis. It's about training to be a fighter pilot, and it's got some tremendous action sequences, and of course there's a bit of romance thrown in there as well. That's Top Gun. So we're up to number 4 now, and at number 4 is Salvador. This is one of 2 movies in the top 5 directed by Oliver Stone. This is based on a true story, stars James Woods in the lead role, James Belushi and Michael Murphy, and it's set in El Salvador in Central America and based loosely on the killing squads in that country in the late 70s. Young Woods received an acting nomination for this performance, and it was also nominated for original screenplay, and it's absolutely brilliant. So to 3 now, and the superlatives are going to increase now. This is The Colour of Money, starring Martin Scorsese, starring Paul Newman as Eddie Felson, and Tom Cruise, and Mary Elizabeth Mastrani, and also an appearance by Jackie Gleason. This is a follow-up to The Hustler, released in '61, with the same character, Eddie Felson. He comes out of retirement to train one young Tom Cruise, and it's an absolutely brilliant movie. And of course, Newman won the Best Actor award at the Oscars, and there was also supporting actor nomination for Cruise, and adapted screenplay as well. It's a must-see. So to number 2, and it's Platoon, Oliver Stone's Vietnam War movie, based loosely on his own experiences fighting in that war, and it stars William Dafoe and Tom Berenger and Charlie Sheen. Well, this film won the Oscar for that year. It also won the director's Oscar for Stone and supporting actors nominations for both Dafoe and Berenger, and it also won a nomination for original screenplay. It's a completely riveting watch of what took place in the jungle in what now is known to be North Vietnam. So my number 1 for this year is Hannah and Her Sisters, the Woody Allen comedy featuring Mia Farrow, Michael Caine, Diane Wiest and Woody himself. This was a brilliantly amusing tale about relationships within families, and Caine won the nomination for won the Oscar for the Best Supporting Actor, as did Diane Wiest for Best Supporting Actor. It also had a nomination for Best Film and Best Director, and it also won for Original Screenplay. It's an absolute gem. It's right up there with Woody's best, probably just behind Annie Hall, and I absolutely adore it. So that's my take on 1986. Get to watch some of these movies. They're very, very good.